Hi, we're going to have a little lesson in virtual choir recording. Right now, this can be a little frustrating. Mike and I and David are working hard at learning this. And I just ask that you put a little time in. Don't get overly frustrated. Eventually, we'll get it. Meanwhile, we're staying the choir of St. Andrew virtually. I'm sitting here in my makeshift office recording studio. I have my computer, I have a laptop, I have my iPhone, my iPad, and my headphones. Now you only need two devices, so whatever combination you have should work. Okay. Now the first thing is you want to find the file, and if you look on my computer, I'm in Google Drive, and I sent you the link for this. You should be looking down here. You might have a tab that says shared with me, and that should give you this tab for the folder for virtual choir. If you double click on that, it opens the file. Right now we're looking at Tis Midnight. I'm going to open that folder. And what I have done, if you see, we have the rehearsal tapes for the soprano, the tenor, the bass, and the alto. The accompaniment is a piano accompaniment if you want to sing along. This is the music, which you might want to just print out. Okay. And also, this is the same thing. It's the music, which you might want to print out. So play around in that file a little. And I keep hitting the wrong buttons. That's just what it is. You see, Mike has already recorded his bass part and put it into this folder. And that's what you will do after you make a recording. You'll put it into this folder. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to be able to listen and we have to be able to record. That's why we have two devices. So I'm going to start. I can do it a couple of ways. What I did, you can play right from here. I'm going to pick the alto part. Why is that not connecting? I'm going to download it to my desktop because that just seems to be the easiest way to do it. Okay. Now I'm going to find it on my desktop, and I happen to have found it earlier. But it keeps getting lost here. And I'm going to open it, and it'll give me all these choices. I'm going to use Windows Media Player. And just say yes.
And for midnight and on Olive's Brow. We will be doing only verse 1 in parts.
So you can hear that tape, but I'm not going to listen to it through that.
And then to 1, 2, and come in.
I'm going to stop it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect my earphones to the computer. And that's where I'm going to hear the accompaniment. On my phone.
I didn't get that.
I know. Shut up. I am going to an app that comes with the iPhone that is called Voice Memos. Voice Memos. You don't have to worry too much about how you set the volume. It just kind of records it. We can play with it. So what I'm going to do is put my earphones on. I'm going to play what I'm listening to. Listening to the directions. And then following the directions that I hear. And I have my music. Tis midnight and on Olive's brow the star is dim that lately shone. 'Tis midnight in the garden now, the suffering Savior prays alone. Okay, now I have a file. For some reason, my phone names all the files with our address. I'm going to take that file, click on it, and over here I have some dots. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to hit share. I'm going to share it to the drive, which happens to be under my account. My drive. I'm going to find those virtual choir and go to 'Tis Midnight. And I'm going to save here. But I'm going to rename it. For some reason, it gives a weird name. And I'm going to put Alto Mary. And I'm going to upload. And it will be in the drive for David to download it to make the file. Now, if you don't like it, don't save it. Just keep redoing it until you find one you like. I do advise making sure dogs are not around, doors are closed, your washing machine is not chiming.
Phone is off.
And the phone is off. Now, in order to load and unload to the drive, you have to have the internet. So once you've recorded it, you can turn it back on. Now, this can also be done. I did it with the computer. You can also do it, I have adapters for my iPhone. I can do it listening through my phone and recording on my iPad, or vice versa. I also, if you don't have iPad, you don't have the computer, I even tried it using listening to it through one phone with my ear, keeping the sound relatively soft, and recording it onto the other phone. And believe it or not, that worked. As I said, don't get overly confused or frustrated. Mike and David and I have been working diligently trying to figure this out, trying to simplify it as much as we can. The two songs we need you to do like today, and is 'Tis Midnight, verse 1, and All Glory, Laud, and Honor, 3 verses. Now, we'd like you to be practicing. Don't just go in and tape it. Be sure you practice it with the accompaniment, with your part, so you really know what you're doing, because we want you to get those notes right on key. And you know what? It will sound really magnificent, because when the choir sings together, God does bless us. If you have questions, feel free to contact me by phone, by email, by text, however you need to. Okay, good luck. Thanks.